After the phone, we moved out and went by route march back up to the Vimy Ridge area, just north of Paris, WJ home. 4 Canadian divisions representing people from every hamlet in Canada, from Atlantic to Pacific and well north, HC McKinley. Vimy Ridge itself is a long stretch that commands the valley of Scarp between Lens and Arras. At its highest point, it's about 475 feet above sea level. Vimy was a very important tactical feature, important from the point of view of defense, and also very important to the Germans from the point of view of observation, because we could do nothing in our area without being seen by daylight. And therefore it was a place that had to be held. Consequently, they had developed every known form of fortification. Good trenches, tunnels, caves, very heavy wire, ropes. A German officer was captured on a raid and he said, "We know all about your plans. You might get to the top of Vimy Ridge, but I'll tell you this, you'll be able to take us the Canadians back to Canada in a rowboat to get there." Fortunately for us, he was wrong. The French had attacked it twice, unsuccessfully. As a matter of fact, I was told that the French said that the Canadians could never capture Vimy Ridge by the method adopted. Ross. Vimy was planned months before, and we spent the whole winter of 16 to 17 in the Vimy area. G.R. Perks. It got so that if every officer was knocked out, the non-commissioned officers would know exactly what to do. And it got so that every man knew exactly what he had to do. W.J. home. They had tunneled Vimy Ridge from one end to the other, and in these tunnels, it was just like an underground city. Rooms were dug up, medical rooms, orderly rooms, and sleeping quarters. And all this preparation had been going on all winter to get ready for the one final push. There was a mass of artillery coming in. I think it was said that if every gun behind Vimy Ridge was placed wheel to wheel, there wouldn't be any space left. We had our guns pretty well pinpointed for our targets a week before the battle started. From 1 o'clock until 5:30, thousands of men quiet. When the order to fix bayonets went along the line, you'd think there was 1,000 bees humming. F. McGregor. 5:30 came and a great light lit the place, a light made up of innumerable flickering tongues that appeared from the void and extended as far to the south as the eye could see. El Duncan. You see 2 walls of flame in front of you, one where your own barrage is flying, and one where the enemy guns are firing, and amid it all, you're deafened by titanic explosions which have merged into one roar of thunderous sound while acrid fumes choke and blind you. It's just hell with the lid off. The troops followed on the heels of the barrage. The Germans weren't expecting the assaulting troops for 2 or 3 hours. Well, the troops are right on top of them. We'd advance to within 50 yards of that and wait a few seconds till it would lift. It was time. They'd lift and fire on the next line and we'd advance again. The noise was terrific, but above all the din of the big guns could be heard the rattle of the Hun machine guns as they endeavored to stop the Russian Canadians. Men dropped here and there, but Nothing will stop us. CF jump. We lost about 30% of the fighting forces before we got into his trenches, and then went into hand-to-hand fighting. As we looked back up that ride in the early dawn, we witnessed a scene never to be forgotten. The entire face of the hill covered with German, Indian, and Canadian carpet. Men lay out there in that blood-soaked field, some dead, some dying. AF Britain. And I'll never forget, there was a chap whose both legs shot off, and there he was on his stumps, still using his gun to go forward. It was terrible. Chico. It was a high day for the Canadian Corps. This was the first great victory. V.S. Russell. It was the greatest achievement of Canada as a nation in that war. Dixie McKellar. The Canadians started out at the first of the war by no means confident of themselves. But certainly at Vimy, we had convinced ourselves that we were the finest troops on the Western Front. We felt it. Vimy on. We were invincible. Nothing will stop us. T.G. Adams. I was wounded and went back, and there was a great crowd of people when the ship came in. All of a sudden somebody says this: the Canadians, they've taken Vimy. Nobody did it before. And what a cheer went up. They threw chocolate bars. They threw flowers. In fact, I broke down and cried. We'd achieved something that nobody had done before.